like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Kansas City Chiefs. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw. Love. Caught left side by Funchess. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's caught by Funchess. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Here's Love. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Again, Locke. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there, perfectly executed crossing route. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Out of bounds at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They come out here in the eye. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. This is taken at the 18. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 27-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I got you.
They give it to Williams, running right. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
It's 59. Mike to 59. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a first and 10. Mahomes will bring him up first and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the fly. Watch the fly. Watch the fly. Watch. Hey, Sunday.
Mahomes going to throw. Eluding and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Justin Houston. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game.
Joker. 22-jet bomber. Go ahead.
Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Seven's a Mike. Mike 7. 7 got me. Go ahead. Kill. Check. No.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. It's Devin White, the linebacker. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Locke. Throw left side complete. That's Mack. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing is Locke. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A shotgun snap for Locke. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman, in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And of course, we'll also take a look back at the Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Going deep here for Watkins. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Mahomes now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Wide open receiver, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now McCoy. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get them in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Brings up third down and goal.
Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal. Now Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a run with Hyde. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
When you spend your first-round pick on a pass rusher, you are absolutely counting on him to be an impact player. And there you go. Right away, he gets to the quarterback.
And guess what? Likely the first of many that we're going to see from that young man. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the background backgrounds of these kickers? It's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Yr2. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Yr2, 62 yards. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
43!
Now here's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
He hits White, complete. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Watkins, the intended receiver. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll run here with Mack. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
On. Slow.
Staying on the ground with Mack. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's got Rodgers. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw is Lott. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 2nd and 9, Luck. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Check 31, check 31.
On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll come out in the pistol. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Greystone, Travis.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. So now Luck is going to bring the Colts up here to go for the 2-point try. They'll try to run it with Mack. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs are able to... Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Here we go.
A run by Mack to start the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
From the 36, Luck. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Luck looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
7's a Mike. Mike 7. And we're pretty quiet, D. 12. Mike 7.
Colts going on 4th. It's Luck. And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some guys were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, pick your game up.
Mahomes now to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hill. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
Let's get it. Let's go.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
15. Attack.
Tight dog. Jam it.
Right side.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
I'm going to hit you all.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And Butker able to put this one through. And their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. Now Mack. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Chris Jones on the stop.
64.
2nd and 6 at the Chiefs' 35-yard line.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Luck. Caught left side by Funchess. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
X3. 218. Chop.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Now a first down throw. Luck. Escaping the pressure right. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Mike 7. Bandit. What, 12.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Luck. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Casey Hayward on the coverage.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Luck. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Chiefs, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.